Hi again, this is Jeff from the Wireless Minute, and we just got our Moto G all set up here. We went through the process of setting it all up. We did it off camera because it asks for some personal information, but it's really a pretty simple process. Really, all you need a Google account. It asks you to log in with that. There is a way to get around it, but obviously you're not going to be able to do all the functions. It is an Android phone, so you're going to want to do that. It asks you for a credit card to set up your Google Play account. If you're not familiar with the Google Play account, it's basically it's where you get all your apps for your phone. It works a lot like Apple's App Store. Not everything costs money. There are some free things on there, but they still ask you for a credit card. So if you want to buy something, you have that option, and you don't have to set it up every time. So anyway, I'm just going to give you a little tour of the phone here. Go ahead and just swipe the screen there. It's locked. We'll try it again. There we go. And first thing you'll notice, there's a little row of icons down on the bottom. The phone, obviously that's to make phone calls. You got a little Chrome icon that lets you surf the web. There's a circle with a few dots in there, and that is going to be where your apps are located. We'll get to that in a little bit. This little smiley green guy here, that's where you're going to send your text messages. And of course, every good phone has a camera on it, including this one. This one actually has two cameras. And you can go ahead and hit that button right there. We'll come back to that another time. I'm going to go ahead and, actually before I do that, up at the top you can search for things on your phone. If you wanted to search for a specific app and you weren't sure where it was located, you could search for it there. And you can also use this button right here for voice search. The Google Play Store, as I mentioned, is right there. And your Google account is right here if you wanted to check your Gmail or whatever. Up at the top, you've got your time, your battery meter, and your signal for both wireless and cellular. And there's a few icons up at the top. It looks like I've got some Gmail in there. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the app button here, and as you can see, it comes fully loaded. We just took this out of the box. We haven't installed anything yet, so as you can see, there's a few different apps in there. There's calculators, clocks, alarm clock's pretty handy. There's your messaging guy again. You got your Google Plus, you got your Hangouts, and Google Drive, which is a very handy data storage setup. You can upload and download. If you ever wanted to transfer something from your phone to your, oops, let's get out of that and get back into there. If you ever want to transfer anything from your phone to your computer or anything like that, or just simply store things, it's a good way to do that. Store it up in the cloud. And to move, there's some other apps on here, and to move you just slide left or right. Either way it'll get you one way or the other. There's some YouTube, there's your settings, so if you wanted to change anything on your phone, you could do that there. And then there's a few pre-installed apps over here. If you ever wanted to get back a screen, just hit this little back button over here, and it'll take you back to whatever you were at previously. Or you could just hit this home screen, and it'll actually take you to the same page. In this case, it's one and the same. As far as the phone itself, power button is here on the right. There's also a volume control right here. Up on the top, there's a speaker and a little bit camera, so you can see yourself if you wanted to Skype or anything like that. On the back, there's the Motorola emblem. We've got a flash right here and another camera, and also we have a speaker on there. And we got a headphone jack up on the top, and we have the data cables plug in right down here at the very bottom. It's a pretty good phone. It's not top of the line, but if you're not a power user, it's certainly more than you need. You should be able to do, surf the web, send emails, and all that kind of stuff. So for the price point, we paid $149 for it. It seems to be a pretty good quality phone. It's a good size. It's right around the same size as the iPhone. In fact, it's almost exactly the same size as the iPhone. So I really like it. For an Android phone with no contract, it's going to be hard to beat. So that's it for this video, and we'll be talking to you soon. Thanks.